Children, all of you open your books to Act 2, Scene 2. First of all, let us quickly revise what has already happened in Act 1, Scene 1 and Act 1, Scene 2. In first act, children, we had read about the dreadful storm that has taken place, and we had come across several characters of the play who were involved in the Act 1. And we have come across the situation in which a ship has been caught in the shipwreck, and we have also come to know that there was a king who was traveling in the ship along with the other crew members, and there was a person who was trying to save everybody's life, that was boatswain, and other characters Gonzalo and Adrian. We have come across Sebastian, we have come across the character of Sebastian. So about all these characters we have studied in Act 1, Scene 1. Then Act 1, Scene 2, children. In Act 1, Scene 2, we have come across the fact that there are two more characters, new characters in the initial stage of Act 1, Scene 2, that is Prospero and Miranda. And we have come across the fact that the storm that has taken place, the shipwreck that has taken place, it has been raised by Prospero, and Prospero has raised the storm by using his magical powers, and he has done that to bring his enemies closer to him. While his daughter Miranda is not able to understand why he has raised the storm, then he tells about his entire past to Miranda, who is her daughter and who had come to this part of the island where he is at present 12 years back, when she was only 2.5 years old. And then Miranda says, after hearing Prospero's tale, after hearing Prospero's story, Miranda says that she was very much depressed by the wicked act that Antonio, Prospero's brother and Miranda's uncle, had committed. And then she asked her father, why did not Antonio kill them then itself? Then Prospero tells Miranda that since he was a Duke of Milan and people of Milan loved him a lot, so Antonio did not dare to do it, and Antonio had chased Prospero and Miranda away from Milan with the help of Alonso, King of Naples. They had signed a pact according to which Antonio agreed to pay some annual amount to Alonso, and that's how he joined hands with Alonso's army, and he had chased away Prospero from the city of Milan, and then eventually from the dukedom as well. And then we have come to know that Prospero has many spirits under his control. With the help of his magical powers, he has been able to bring about many spirits under his control, and one of the spirits that has been introduced in this scene is Ariel. And we come to know by reading the scene that Ariel is a very good spirit, and Ariel does not harm anyone. Instead, Ariel has done what he was told to do by his master, and then he has inquired from his master for freedom. Then his master, that is Prospero, reminded him how he had freed Ariel from the slavery of Sycorax, who was a witch. And then we come across another character in this scene, that is Caliban. And after reading the scene, we have come to know that Caliban was also a servant to Prospero, and actually Caliban was half beast, half human, and Caliban was son of the witch Sycorax, and Caliban was very devilish in nature, and he had tried to harm the modesty of Prospero's daughter Miranda. Then we have come across the fact that Ferdinand is another character in the play, and he is actually King Alonso's son, and he has been brought to this place. He has been brought to this place where Miranda and Prospero are, and it was intentional that he was brought to this place because Prospero wanted his daughter Miranda to be married to Ferdinand, and at the first sight itself both of them have fallen in love. Actually, it is not yet revealed that they have fallen in love, but they are attracted towards each other. And then Prospero wants to judge how much how much he is loyal to, Ferdinand, how much Ferdinand is loyal to Miranda. So he makes him his captive and asks him to do some tedious task, to which Ferdinand responds by saying that since he is a prince, no one would have dared to ask him do such a task, but just because he wanted to have a glimpse of the maiden Miranda, that's why he was ready to do the task, since he would be able to get the glimpse of Miranda every day. And this is how the scene ends. Now when we proceed to the next scene, that is with the scene which we are going to do, Act 2, Scene 1. In this scene, children, we will come across the characters of Gonzalo, Sebastian, Alonso and Antonio, and we will see how they have actually, these characters have actually reached to the separate part of the island, and they are feeling, and King Alonso is feeling very sad because King Alonso was actually returning from the wedding of his own daughter. The name of his daughter is Claribel, that we will come to know in the scene itself. In this scene itself, Scene 1, Act 2, Scene 1. And then since they have been scattered, since they have been separated, and they have been chased away to different parts of the island in small groups, and these people have come to this part of the island, they have collected here. So we will come to know how King Alonso is feeling very sad because he feels that his son is lost in the shipwreck. And now Sebastian, who is the brother of King Alonso, he will see upon this as an opportunity to become the next king of Naples by planning against his own brother. And this will happen because Antonio, who is the brother of Prospero, had done the same thing. He will excite him to do this. He will excite him to plan against his own brother, that is King Alonso, and they will try a plot in which they will try to kill Gonzalo and Alonso. But at the same time, Ariel, who is a very good spirit, will enter and start singing the music, and because of that music they will be awake from their sleep, and hence they will not Antonio and Sebastian, they will not be able to complete their plan, they will not be able to complete their plot successfully, and this is how the scene will end. Now let us do the scene in detail. And children, one more very important thing I would like to tell you all, that don't be absent in between, because once you get absent, the connectivity is broken and you will not be able to understand. Since Tempest is very difficult, so you need to follow whatever is being told, otherwise you will find it difficult to answer questions. Now all of you open your books, open the original text. Act 2, Scene 1, open